We often think of a prison as a place one finds themselves in, as a consequence for something they've committed. There's more to it. Let's take a look at the definition of prison first. A prison is a state of confinement or captivity. It's also an institution that falls under the jurisdiction of the state. Words mean everything. Let's take a closer look at the second part of this definition. Pay particular attention to the idea of being under the jurisdiction of the state. The state is exactly that. It is a state, as in a state of existence or a condition. If we create or embrace a reality, we've created and embraced a condition or a state. A state is not something that is external to us. It is not an authoritative force that presides over us. It is simply a set of circumstances, a reality we have created and embraced. And all of this is done through our consent. It's important because if we detach ourselves from Earth and from the divine order she exudes, we embody a state or a condition that stands apart from why we are here in the first place. We are here to learn, to grow, and to resolve. When we stray apart from Earth's divine order, we find ourselves creating boundaries and setting rules and accepting arrangements that move us away from the center and away from the heart and away from her essence. We resort to fabricating realities and institutions that function to support this artificial order that stands as an adverse force that counters Earth's wisdom. Adversity is fabricated by us. It's not germane to Earth's divine essence. When we stray away, we build prisons. A prison is a place of confinement and captivity. It's a place where one is removed and isolated from their surroundings, and they're denied access to many or all of its influences. This is a middle school in Sacramento, California. It was built with the hands of those who are not aligned with Earth's divine essence. The hands that built it belong to humans that have died or are on a trajectory toward death, as in the expiration of the biological body and the karmic transition of the soul. The hands that have built it have built a simulacrum, something that purports to be what it isn't. While this middle school is labeled and touted as a school or a place of learning or a place of enrichment or a place where one acquires wisdom, just look at the imagery and you will see a very, very different picture. Earth is taking over and reshaping this landscape. It's being transformed from a landscape fabricated by humans to a landscape that will eventually become consistent with Earth's divine essence. Just imagine what will happen to a Department of Corrections facility if left to Earth to care for. When human hands depart from the divine order Earth exudes, they will struggle to maintain what they've created. Even a momentary lapse in maintenance will trigger this transformation process. We are seeing it here. If one creates virtue, it does not need to be artificially maintained. Virtue grows and stands on its own. Prisons do not. When human beings remove themselves from their symbiosis with Earth, this is what happens. When a facility is built with human hands and functions to remove humans from their symbiosis with Earth. This is their fate. Pay very close attention to what you build with your hands. If your hands are used to build adversity, to build structures that detach yourself and others from Earth's divine essence, you are effectively building a prison. You are effectively standing against Earth. Ask yourself what your future might look like after this. That's all for now. Be well, sun gaze, and thrive selflessly.